Hey everybody, Caden here from TechTuts.com with another video helping you make something awesome. Today we're going to be adding JavaScript to a button to learn how event listeners work. Okay, so on the screen we have a very easy setup. We got a title, a paragraph, a count, and a button. We can use JavaScript to increase the displayed count on the screen with each button click. Okay, so right now nothing's happening, and you can tell the count does not increase. If we look at the code, we got an HTML and a CSS document set up. In our HTML, we got the title, the link, the JavaScript made easy, that paragraph I read, and down here is where's the good stuff is at. So we got a count, and then followed by that is a span with the ID of count with 0 inside, and then below that is a button with the ID of button. So what we're going to do to get this actually working is first add some JavaScript. You can name your JavaScript file whatever you want. Just make sure you end it with .js. And then we need to link it, so we just go to the bottom of our body tag and we use a script HTML tag with the source of whatever you named it. So we are ready to write some JavaScript. Now, for today's video, we just need 3 basic things. We need to grab the value, which currently is 0. Then we need to define our add function that's going to change that value. And then we need to add that function to the button with an event listener. Okay, first things first, we need to grab the value. So we'll call it count, and that's going to be the element, so document.getElementById. And if you guys remember, hop back over here, this element has an ID of count, so we'll just grab that. Whoops, make sure you throw it inside there. There we go. All right, so we've got the element with the count in it. Now we need to change that with this add function. So what we're going to do is going to make an add arrow function. Now, this doesn't take in anything, no parameters. All we need to do is define our value. So if we go to count and we say count.enterText, because that's where the 0 is. We don't want to grab the whole span element and all of its attributes. We just want to grab that 0 inside of it. So we do that with enterText. Now the thing is, if we're going to be adding in JavaScript, we have to cast this text, which is a string, to a number. So all we got to do is do number. Now we need to define our new value, which will be the old value plus 1. Now we just need to return the count.enterText equals that new value, but it's a number, and remember it was originally a string, so we have to cast it back to a string. And that should be our add function. Now lastly, we have to put this add function on that button. Now how do we do that? Just like we did over here with document.getElementById, instead of count, we need to grab the button. So it has an ID of button. So if we come in here, button, and we're going to say add event listener. Now this takes in 2 parameters. The event you want to focus on, for us, that's a click. And then second is the function you want to add. So for us, that would be the add function we just labeled above. There we go. So now when I save this and we go back to our browser and we refresh, when we click this button, if all goes well, it will update the count for us. And looky there, everybody, it actually works. Now, of course, it's not saving that number, so when you refresh again, it goes back to 0. But this definitely demonstrates how to use an event listener to target an event and apply a function to it. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you're able to use what you learned. And until next time, guys, peace.